Hi, welcome to the introduction of CourtReserve for HOA and communities. CourtReserve works with several different communities around the country and around the world to help them manage their reservations, courts, memberships, events, and programming. We work with a lot of different tennis and pickleball communities that also include pools, gyms, fitness. So today I'm going to take you through and show you how CourtReserve can help your HOA manage everything that you guys need to. This is just a screenshot of some of the clubs around the world and the areas that we are populated in. And this is a quick screenshot that I took back last year of some of our facilities around North America as well. So the first thing I want to point out is that CourtReserve has a mobile app. This is downloadable on the iPhone or Android platform. This is completely customizable to your HOA. So on the left, you would see your logo of your HOA, and then everything here is customizable according to what you guys want to show your residents or non-residents, visitors or guests. So announcements is a global announcement feature. Anytime your resident sees a red dot, this indicates that there's a new message for them to read. Maybe you guys are going to have a spring break camp, or maybe you have a new coach at the facility. The next three tabs, reservations, events, and calendar, these are all based on the permissions and restrictions by which you want your residents to do certain things, whether they book courts or whether they sign up for a class or an open play or a round robin. Member directory is a great customizable feature in CourtReserve. You can actually make member groups private. So you can have a board of director member group. You can also have different ratings. So if you have a ladies 3-5 tennis group, you can actually publish a group directory with email and phone number and possibly even rating. And it can only be seen to those ladies in that member directory. You can also email and text with the member directory as well. My reservation, my event, and my account, well, those are all of the things your resident has reserved or signed up for, and I'll show you my account in just a moment. So let's talk about your residents. We make it easy to help you set up your CourtReserve platform so that if you allow them to book tennis or maybe pickleball courts, they can easily toggle through the days of the week and pick the time that works for them. If you have a ball machine that you allow your residents or guests to sign up for, it works the exact same way. Now, this is an approved court reservation on the mobile app. Again, this shows all of the customization that CourtReserve can do for your community. So you may not have approvals, you may not allow guests or even charge for court fees, but your residents can sign up for a court reservation, see that they can bring a guest or pay their court fees all on the CourtReserve mobile app. Anytime your residents make court bookings or court reservations, they can also get an automated email and a reminder email with customized information that you guys can set up inside the CourtReserve platform. Now, events in CourtReserve are all those programs, classes, or clinics. If you're a pickleball facility, you may have open plays or round robins. Your residents can easily toggle through the categories of the things that they are interested in and easily sign up and also see the other residents who are already signed up for that class or clinic. Again, if they sign up for programming, classes, or clinics, they will also be able to get an automated email and a reminder email so they don't forget to show up. Now, a moment ago, I mentioned my account. If your homeowners association does not take any membership dues or fees or any kind of payments through CourtReserve, your residents would never see anything around transactions or invoices. But if you do decide to work with CourtReserve and our two integrated merchant providers, your residents can log in and pay for any fees and including uploading a payment profile online so they can make it easy to pay for things within the CourtReserve platform. We have a self-check-in feature. So if you have a clubhouse that you would like for your players to self-check-in for any reservations, lessons, or classes, that's available in the CourtReserve platform as well. We also have a unique Wi-Fi integration. We work with a company called Remote Lock. Remote Lock sells Wi-Fi integrated locks that you can put on courts or even doors that you would like for your residents to have a unique 4-digit PIN each time they make a reservation. That 4-digit PIN can be activated to work and allow entry so many minutes before that reservation time. We did come out with a couple of really popular new feature releases last year. one including waivers and membership agreements. CourtReserve has a full membership capability and can allow your residents to sign off on any general liability or membership agreements that you would like to upload. This is an electronic signature with time and date stamp. We also just released text notifications, and we will be releasing soon Player Matchmaker and Organized Play. So if you have any instructors or coaches, they have complete capability with their own schedule within the CourtReserve platform. On the app, they can use a closure for weather or leagues or lessons. They can also put their schedule online and see anything that needs to be made unavailable as well. They can also pull up the entire player directory and make a quick phone call or send an email. This is a screenshot of an event, which is a class or a clinic within the CourtReserve platform for instructors and coaches. You can see all of the necessary information about the class and clinic is stored right here on the instructor's mobile device. They also can use our new feature called Book a Pro. Book a Pro allows the instructor to set public-facing availability for residents and non-residents to schedule and request lessons through the CourtReserve platform. Coaches also have the ability to take attendance while on court using their mobile device. This will allow for greater data, analytics, and reporting. What you should be seeing now is the online desktop version of CourtReserve. Again, this is completely customizable to your community and what you would like your players and non-players to see. You can give information about your community. You can talk about different policies, how to reserve courts, and even post your social media links at the bottom. At the top here, let's go through so that you can see what players and residents can see when they sign on to your CourtReserve platform. If you have classes, clinics, camps, and events, then again, your players can look through, choose a category, and choose which ones they would like to sign up for. If I am interested in the open play pickleball, I can see what courts, what time, how many spots are remaining, and with the click of one button, I can register both my family members into this event. You can also see there's a calendar of events. This is completely customizable to your HOA community. Your residents can log in and see when things are waitlisted, when classes and clinics are full, and also keep up with what's happening at the organization. If you allow your residents to book tennis, pickleball, or maybe even the basketball court at your community, we make it easy so that they can toggle through days of the week. They can quickly click reserve. All of the customization is built here. Your HOA community can come in and create your own reservation types, the duration times. You can also decide if you would like to require additional players listed on the reservation, or just that first resident that's making that original reservation. Your residents can also look from this view and see additional classes, clinics, and camps. If your community would like to turn off this information, this can simply say reserved without the detail of the resident or the class. Remember the Book a Pro or the instructor module? Well, we make it easy for your residents to also book lessons directly here on the CourtReserve platform. It's easy to click schedule. You as a HOA board can go in and set up what kinds of lessons you would like for your instructors to give, any custom questions, and a cost as well. You can also use our general announcements tab so that you can constantly keep your residents and community updated with exciting things happening in your community. This is the player directory I mentioned on the mobile device. Again, you can make this to be all-encompassing for all players or all residents. You can also use this to narrow down to just specific, like the ladies 3-5 tennis group, or maybe just your board of directors. Anytime your residents would like to see any of their upcoming reservations or registrations, it's all available here in the CourtReserve app. Now, anytime you're an admin in CourtReserve, you only need one login. You have the ability to maneuver back and forth between the admin side and the player side. So let's go over to the admin side. This is the CourtReserve expanded scheduler. You can see here a lot of great information. You can see that these are classes, clinics, and camps, the time of day, the number of people who have signed up, And if an instructor has been assigned to these classes and clinics, this will indicate as their initials here. You can also hover over the icon and see additional information about this particular class or clinic. The filter button allows you to filter out certain court types or even your instructors. We have a drag and drop feature too. So if I need to move this junior clinic, I can simply drag it down to an additional time, and I can extend this time with the extend button. If I was the instructor for this particular class or clinic, then I can actually click on my schedule and see my week at a glance for my instructor schedule. I can also see additional instructors if there were more than one at my facility. We also have a feature in CourtReserve called Combo Court. Combo Court is a hard tennis court with 2 pickleball courts lined on top of the hard tennis court, but we can keep up with the individual reservations. So if I was to go in and make a doubles reservation on pickleball court number 1, it would make my reservation here, but also block the entire use of the tennis court. This leaves pickleball court number 2. So if we come in and make an additional reservation here, you will see 2 unique reservations, but it also blocks that tennis court. You can use this for any combination of courts: basketball, pickleball, volleyball, cornhole, tennis, etc. If you have a number of the same type of court, the Consolidated View gives you the ability to look quickly and see how many courts you have available at a particular time. When you easily can click through and make a court reservation based on what the needs are of the player, you can use this at a quick bird's eye view. The reservation tab gives you a great list of all of the upcoming reservations at your organization. You can also choose courts to see just your court reservations, lessons to see any upcoming lessons with instructor information, as well as payment and check-in information. You can also click on clinics, which are the events and programming at your organization. And then we have a tab called Who's Here Today. This will tell you upcoming reservations at your organization, or you can simply click the box and see all players at your location today. We quickly mentioned all of the events, which are all the classes, clinics, and camps in CourtReserve. So if I click here on Open Play Pickleball, we can quickly see additional upcoming dates. We can see people who have registered. You can also use the Assign button. The Assign button means you and your staff or instructors can come in and assign your players to a particular court before the event even starts. You can also email and text from the events as well. If I come in and look at this under general information, your HOA community can name your events. Events can be anything from classes, clinics, open plays, movie night, bus rides, whatever you would like to use as a registration. You can create your own categories within the CourtReserve platform. You can name your registrants. You also get to set your start date and times. You can have recurring events, which might be daily, weekly, or even custom. Custom would mean your event is Monday of this week, maybe Thursday of the following week, and Friday of the next week. You can have a number of clinic or event dates. You can also allow your residents to sign up for each drop-in date they would like to attend. We have a wait list that works 2 different ways in the CourtReserve platform. The first way is all of the residents who are on the wait list get emailed, and it's first come, first serve, or auto register does just what it sounds like. The first person on the wait list gets auto registered to the event. They get notified by email, and they know that they can show up for the event without you having to email, text, or call. You can assign instructors, court types, and even ball machines to events, classes, and clinics. And anytime an instructor, a court, or a ball machine is unavailable, the system will tell you so. Now here you'll see a bunch of different membership types, resident and non-resident. You may also have the ability to have a guest or visitor as well. This means that you can actually put in different prices for different types of clinics based on player access or membership type. You can also do approvals, you can turn on payments, and you can do different registration start dates. On any class, clinic, or event, you can add simple waivers and disclosures. You can also restrict events by gender, age, or rating. Ratings may indicate that you want certain types of ratings to be able to sign up and participate in this event. You can also restrict events to groups. So you can create those groups in CourtReserve. And if you had a specific group here, you could tie it as a registration restriction to this event. So no one outside of this group could actually sign up for this particular open play pickleball. Okay, we've mentioned memberships a couple of times in CourtReserve. For most homeowners associations, they do have just a few different types of family memberships, resident, non-resident. We also have the ability to come in and do trial memberships. That might be for short-term rentals in your neighborhoods. We also have the ability to do visitor or guest membership for those who visit and want to take part in maybe your classes, clinics, and lessons at your facility. Now, I did mention that we work with 2 different merchant providers. If you would like to take membership fees, court fees, or any kind of lesson, class, or clinic fees throughout the CourtReserve platform, please reach out to our live chat support team, and we're happy to give you that information so that you can determine which merchant is better for you. One takes credit card and debit card. The other takes debit card, credit card, and e-check or bank draft. Bank draft and e-check is significantly lower in fees than accepting credit cards, and we're happy to give you all of that information as well. If you do decide to take payments in CourtReserve, we have a number of transactional reports, including an aged fees report, an online payments report, and you can even post recurring fees and do invoicing and batch billing all through the CourtReserve platform. Speaking of reports, your admin staff can run real-time reports at any time, whether it's a simple reservation report to see how many doubles or singles matches were played at your facility. You can come in and run membership reports. This is probably my favorite report. This is a court utilization report. It is a heat map of how busy your courts are. So this allows you and your board of directors or your facility management team to actually come in and have real-time data to analyze court utilization, how busy the courts are on certain days and certain times during the week. Maybe additional programming could be needed, or maybe you could schedule fun events like margarita mixers and Friday night round robins. CourtReserve does have a great point of sale and inventory management system. Some homeowners associations have the ability to sell sports drinks or balls or visors at their pro shop located on property. We use this as a way for you to simply add in, sell, and collect payment right through the CourtReserve platform. There is also inventory management. So when you get low on fruit drinks, you will be notified throughout the CourtReserve platform. You can print receipts and also charge to house accounts if your homeowners association allows you to do this through CourtReserve. I'd like to go over a few more things that I think set us apart in the ability to help homeowners associations and communities use CourtReserve to the best of their ability. So system users in CourtReserve are admins have full access, sub-admins have selected permissions by which you want them to do things in the CourtReserve platform. So you may have organizers or helpers at your homeowners association that can come in and create leagues or classes or clinics that are specific to them being an organizer. Permissions and restrictions are the basis of everything in CourtReserve, and this gives you the ability to have certain permissions by which you want people to do certain things in your platform. You also have the ability to come in and create closures in CourtReserve. A closure for holiday or maybe weather is a great way to quickly notify people who have a court reservation that their event has been canceled or rescheduled due to weather or other things happening on your courts. If you come in and use the closure feature and choose B, C, or D, a couple of things are going to happen. This will automatically send email and or text notification to those players affected if you were to close the courts. If a payment has been made for any of these canceled registrations or reservations, a pending refund would be issued. Once you set this up, you're no longer having to text, call, or email people and tell them that something has changed on your courts and send immediate notification. CourtReserve can do that for you. If you do have those coaches, instructors, or pros, they can come in, set up any of their private lessons. They can also come in and set up custom instructor pricing. So if you have more than one instructor, you can set up different pricing for different types of memberships at your organization. Emails, the ones that are automated that come out of the CourtReserve platform, You can easily come in and see any of the default information and add your own custom message to any of the emails that go out of CourtReserve. We give you also 5,000 marketing emails each month that you can send out of the CourtReserve platform for things like newsletters or monthly updates, things happening in your community. If you need rules, restrictions for your courts, CourtReserve has you covered. You can come in and determine, based on membership type or player access type, number of days in advance a court can be booked. You can also have several different other features, including buffer minutes, cancellation penalties. You may choose to allow reservation edits. You can have a number of guests each month or year at your organization. We can help you restrict to a number of minutes a member or even a family can reserve per day or per week. You can also do this by court space. So if you have multiple types of tennis courts, but you only have a few pickleball courts, maybe your families get 2 tennis reservations per day, but only 1 pickleball reservation per day. You can also do outstanding or concurrent number of reservations. And this setting is one of my favorite. This is called prevent sandwich times. If you set this for 30 minutes, then this would not allow any unused time to be reserved by your residents on the player side. So if I booked a court from 8 to 9 o'clock, that's an okay reservation. If I tried to book an 8:30 court, this leaves a gap of 30 minutes between 8 and 8:30, and this would not be allowed if you had sandwich time set here. So if you need rules, restrictions, and permissions, we can help you with that in CourtReserve. So let's talk about your residents. How are you going to get their information into the CourtReserve platform? Most HOA communities have an import. They will send us an Excel document of a good name, a first name, last name emails, and we at CourtReserve can help you import that information into the CourtReserve platform. Or you can come in and complete a sign-up form. This creates a registration form with information that you would like your residents to be able to fill out, including custom questions, ratings, and even disclosures and waivers. You can actually turn approvals on, and then in your CourtReserve platform, you would be notified if a new resident was trying to join your CourtReserve platform. Widgets are tiny bits of code that allow you to embed into websites, or this is probably my favorite widget. This is the Lobby View widget. The Lobby View widget goes into the smart browser of a smart TV, and you can hang this outside of your club or maybe next to your courts so that when your residents walk up, they can see where their reservations are, and including any additional classes, clinic, and camp information on the side over here. There are a couple other ways that a lot of our homeowner communities, they actually can embed widgets into their own website. But let me show you a few of our other widgets. So this is the USTA National Campus in Orlando. If you actually look here, this is their website. And if you click on this Get Started button, this leads you directly to CourtReserve. So we can actually help you make your CourtReserve platform look just like your original website. This is another CourtReserve client up in Minnesota. And if you click Book a Court here, this actually takes you over to their CourtReserve platform. So again, CourtReserve has a lot of customizable features that would allow you to make your CourtReserve platform look just like your website. Another thing I want to mention about notifications that come out of the CourtReserve platform is that you're able to set up what kind of email or text notifications your players and system users will get. You can come in and select which ones are important at your homeowners association so that they are not bombarded by emails, and neither are you. Now, just a few more things that make CourtReserve stand out in the community. We really take your ideas and concerns greatly. So we have the CourtReserve Idea Board. CourtReserve takes all of our own club and organizational ideas and allows you to vote on them. So you can come in and vote on the things that are important for your homeowners association. The things that have a lot of votes, we actually implement into the CourtReserve system. When we implement those ideas, then you get notified. We are constantly writing articles and making videos on the new things in the CourtReserve platform. so that you as an organization can take a look and see what's important to add to how you guys are going to use CourtReserve at your homeowners association. One of the ways that we help support you is through our live chat support team. Our live chat support team gives you the constant availability to a real live human where you can ask and get all of your questions answered during your trial and also when you are a CourtReserve client. So what are your next steps? Your next step, you can click on our pricing page. Our base price starts at $35 a month, and you can also see our additional add-ons now and in the future. If you would like more information, please remember that you can always click on the green dot and reach out to our live support team and send us a message, and we're happy to schedule a call with our leadership team and make sure you get all of your questions answered about how to use CourtReserve at your community.